Where do you see Elon's role in kind of promoting civic engagement and political activism, especially in this heated election year?
Sure. Elon as an institution certainly values students that are civically engaged and leaders in their communities, and the institution itself is also active in that role. So the university is an important site for conversations that are important to the community. Things like the community conversations that happen with the Times News, where Elon is a host and a site for important conversations about issues that affect Alamance County. I'm going to pause between so you can grab footage as you need it. In terms of the political process, the Elon poll is one way that the university demonstrates its commitment to getting information about important issues in the community, but also certainly the Elon poll looks at candidates in the political process. Having student organizations that are active in political campaigns and in the political process, for the university to serve as a site for campaign activity, for candidates to come through to talk with students and others in the local community about the issues that are important to them, why they're running for office. The university can be an important place for those conversations to happen.
And it seems like there's been heightened efforts to have candidates come onto campus, or political figures. We even saw David Gergen last fall give a good commencement address. Kathleen Parker's coming here. Can you just speak to the where you kind of see Elon fitting in as far as just hosting premium events down the line?
Well, the university certainly has a desire to be a space for robust intellectual dialogue, and the political process gives an opportunity to do that about issues that are really important to the community, to the nation. The university certainly is also committed to the political process and helping students understand the political process. We're in a swing state in North Carolina, and that gives us some really nice opportunity to engage in conversations at a national level when eyes are on North Carolina from all across the country in terms of how North Carolinians, I'll do that. As a swing state, we are certainly also in a place in the country where all eyes in the country are on North Carolina, and that gives the university a unique opportunity to be a site and a place for conversations in the political process at a national level, not just at the local level.
In looking at the national level, I remember President Lambert in August, he told the Times News at some community event that maybe we don't like our odds of hosting a presidential debate 2016, but maybe 2020 as we get the new Schar Center. Where do you see the Schar Center fitting into hosting some of these bigger candidates down the line?
Sure. If you look at, for example, this year, the vice presidential debate will be hosted at Longwood University in a facility that's not much different in size than what the Schar Center will be. And we certainly believe that North Carolina as a swing state, Elon's reputation for civic engagement and for being a politically engaged university with fantastic students, that would give us an opportunity to host one of those kinds of events, or quite frankly to host a Senate debate or a gubernatorial debate in the future as well. So we think the Schar Center as a venue will give us a unique opportunity to be engaged. I'm going to say that differently. Just give me a second. I'm trying to make it shorter for you too.
All good.
We think that the Schar Center will give us a nice opportunity to be a host for political debate. For example, Longwood University is hosting the vice presidential debate this year, and they're doing it in a venue that's not much different in size than the Schar Center might be. So if you can, there's a lot that goes into hosting those kinds of events, the candidate schedules, the moderator schedules, but also having the venue that has the technological capacity and also the availability to host an event like that. We think the Schar Center will give us that opportunity, and not just to do that at the national level, but also to host gubernatorial debates or debates for the U.S. Senate candidates. There will be some nice opportunities that the new facility will give to be a place for those high-profile events.
And you're one of the biggest figures here, I think, in Elon's administration for promoting civic engagement. And there's a lot of students here, including myself, who feel kind of over-involved in that there's maybe too many different opportunities here on campus. What would you say to those students to get them to get behind this concept of becoming politically active and becoming more civically engaged when they might be doing other things?
I think, well, first of all, we know that there are a lot of students who are pretty engaged in the community to begin with already. Community service, for example, is one way that students are involved. But what we want to do is have students see themselves as members of a community, not just through volunteering or participating in activities with service organizations or nonprofit agencies, but to see themselves as members of that community with a stake in the issues and the success of the community. Being civically engaged is certainly one desire that the university has for students. And that doesn't just have to mean voting. It means being involved and aware of the issues, raising good questions and conversations, writing letters to the editor, any of those ways that a student can be connected and invested in their community.